Hello friends, welcome to my channel SK Codify. In this video, we are going to talk about some functions that belongs to array in JavaScript. These functions are important from development perspective for developers. How we will see in this video. As a developer, we already know what an array is. Array is an index-based data type. We all know. I expect when you are in this video, we are seeing this video, uh, you already know something about array. Array is index-based data type. So to set some values into it or get some value from it, we use index like this. But friends, you all know that dealing with the array is not that easy, or it looks a little dirty when we write code. Uh, Most of the time, obviously, um, we have to iterate through the arrays, uh, check the conditions in the array, and then get the result. Let's say for a scenario, if we want to even in this scenario, if we want to get the value for the names that start with K, okay, we will have to iterate through the array, and then we will get something. Let's say we want to check a very simple scenario in an array. We let's say we want to check if a particular name already exists in that or not. For that purpose, we will have to iterate through the code, or we will have to uh, definitely we will have to iterate through the code and get the result. To as a developer, we need to focus on writing the actual logic, writing the business logic or the actual task that we are performing, rather than focusing and managing data structure, which we have to focus on our logic. Okay, so that's why any programming language, they want to provide some functions that can help developer writing clean code, um, and the developer can perform, focus on the logic. So I have collected these functions from this site, Mozilla developer site, but here these sites, sorry, these functions are ordered in alphabetical manner, but I have arranged this in the way from the developer point of view that it is, uh, you know, it is easy to go step by step, simple function or related functions together, and the next function, what should be the next function from learning perspective, from easy to a bit complex. I have tried to collect it. Okay, so let's start. Okay, yeah, even before starting, I would like to say that we are going to use Node for testing these functions, to learning these functions. So what happens, time year by year or time to time, some updations keeps happening in the programming world. So if you have older Node version or older uh, browsers, some function may not work. Okay, like this method, this add method is introduced in 2022. So please update your Node version on your local machine. So on my machine, the currently it is installed version 19. And yeah, and I would like to say, if you want to, maybe this video may be a bit longer, or to cover the all methods, the video might be in a multiple video. This might be a series. So if you want to learn, you can do it in parallel, or However, as you feel comfortable, you can go through the entire video in once and then you can start practicing at your machine, or you can do it parallelly. Yeah, but I would also, say that okay, you can refer to this site also, because there are much more details. If you want to go and learn that, yes, obviously you should try. And rather than this I mean, as this site also developer Mozilla site also, and you can also refer this W3C school site. This is absolutely fine sites, and these are very easy to understand, and written in very simple manner, and you can test it also uh, online only. Okay, so I have kept it open. If I have any doubt, I can take the reference from here. Okay, so let's start. Yeah, so I already have created an array of players, and basically these players are here in this condition. They're just a string value. Okay, these are not objects. Object means particular player object. It's not. It's just a string. So yeah, just for displaying purpose and refreshment purpose, I am just displaying an example of how we access from the index based in the array, from array. Okay, so if I say node app.js, it's going to print Sachin, because Sachin is in the zero index. So the first item is based on zero index. We all know that. Okay, I'm just before going to the method, I just want to do this, so like if anybody, but anybody coming to this video will definitely have an idea of, I believe, definitely. Okay, but this is just a start. It is a way of starting communication with you. Okay, so on the first position, I'm trying to set let's say Robin. Okay. So, okay, now I have to print the array console.log players. So friends, while working with, you can see, yeah, at the first position, Robin is added. So the element at the first position got changed here. This is how typically we work with an array. Uh, I wanted to say something, but I got forget that. Okay, if I get it, remember, I'll mention that again. So now the first function we are going to see is so okay. Let's. This is how it is. We have to use. We want to get not flat. We want to get the value of function. I mean the position, the index based on 2 from the second position, 0 1 2. Okay, we will get the result from here. Let the result is equal to this. Okay, console.log result. So can you tell me what we are going to get? Ganguly 0 1 2. Okay, so basically this is all about the add function. Instead of doing that on array and index based, that bracket, then this is this is a way of getting from functional, the functional way of using that index based way of getting value. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I got it. What I wanted to say, when we are working with, whenever we work with an array or any data structure, or even with objects, the things that we have to notice is, or we have to take care of, is like the additional array is being created, or the operation is happening and giving the result in the same array, or it is going to produce a new array. That's a thing we need to know when we are uh, using that function in the program. Okay, so yeah, this is the getter method. This is the getter method, means we are not doing any addition, so we are safe that nothing change has happened to that array. Okay, so this is all about that add function. Now we are going to see that concat function. So this is about getting the value, but content the concat method is about setting the value. Setting the value means concat in this context is that we can add some more item to the array. Okay, players dot concat. Okay, and let's say we add some name here which is not present here, Rohit Sharma. Okay, so let's say add Rohit. Okay, and what is the result? So okay, here one thing that we need to check, we concated one value to the player list. Is it really in the player list? Okay, see that console.log players. No, it should not be in the, it is not going to make any change in the existing array. Okay, the Rohit Sharma is not added to the existing function. So whenever you are concatenating an element to the array, we must remember that this is going to produce a new array. Okay, so we are going to say new players list is equal to players.concat, and now we are going to print this one. Okay, now here we can see Rohit Sharma. Rohit is added to the array. So what things we have to remember here, we can add an item, but that is going to produce a new result. The another thing is we can add multiple items, multiple values to that. So let's say Rohit Sharma, and what is the another, I don't remember now. So I'm adding to myself. Okay, so we can see the two items got added, so concat gives us a feature to add multiple values at a time, okay, in one go. But yeah, definitely it is going to produce a new result. That is an important thing that we need to keep in mind when we are coding. Okay, next thing is copyWithin. CopyWithin, it is a bit complex, but it can be very useful in some scenario. The copyWithin function itself is saying, it's self-explanatory, that copy some value within itself only. Okay, so what does it mean is we can copy some value. Let's say we can copy some value from here to maybe anywhere in this array. So let's try to see that. Okay, I'm going to say players dot copy within. So the first parameter would be index. I mean the target index. Where do we want to copy that particular value? So let's say we want to copy it here. Okay, so the first parameter value is the target. I'm targeting this index. Okay, whatever I will copy, it will go here. Okay, and I'm going to try to copy this one. Okay, so in that case 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4. So I'm going to say 4. So this is the start index of the value, start index. uh, so to copy the value, actually it works in a way like you have to define a start and end index. Like you have to give a range, the value that you want to copy. You can copy multiple values, multiple element in one go, or it's up to you. So you can copy one. So right now I'm targeting this one. So what I have to do is start position and ending position. Ending position is what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th. But the ending position, this value will not be copied. It will be end here. It will not going further to copy this. Okay. So this is to remember about how it works. Start index, end index, and you know that it is not going to copy. It will stop here. Okay. At the 5th index. So now what? Now try to see uh, the situation, the value in the array. Okay, now let's run this. So two things here to remember. The 2 point is here to remember about. One thing is that the operation, the copy within operation has happened in the same array. It is not going to produce any new array. Okay, so the processing, any manipulation is happening in the same array. Okay, and the second thing to notice about is the original value is still present there. Okay, it has been copied to the certain location. Okay, it has been copied to the certain location, to the given location. Okay, targeted location. Okay, so this is one thing wanted to talk. Okay, one more parameter, more parameter means there is one more thing to tell you about, is that if we don't define ending index, then what is going to happen? It will copy this entire, means it will copy to the end of the array. Means from the start position it will think of that. Okay, it has to copy the entire array from here to here, and it will copy it from the target position from here to here to here. Let's see that. Okay. So yeah, let's try to run this. The original situation was Sachin, Sehwag, Ganguly, Jadeja, Kaif, Kapil, Dhoni. Now what is the current situation? The Sachin, and then Kaif, and then Kapil, and then Dhoni. Okay, and so Sachin, Kaif, Kapil, Dhoni, and again this one is original one. Okay, this is not the copied one. Copying has happened here. Okay, so we can see Kaif, Kapil, Dhoni. So I think I was able to make my point clear here. I think you should be able to understand it. Okay, now the next function is the find function. Okay, so find function, what does it do? The find function gives us the result from that array when it matches the given condition. So what we do basically, that means is when we are using the find operation, when we are performing the find operation, what we do, we try to we actually give a condition, we provide a condition, and we ask from the find method that gives me the element when it is matched this condition. Okay, so let's say do something, find, and the element, and right now I'm writing here in a verbose manner, so you would be able to understand. So here what we are trying to say is return me the value, uh, return me the value with start with, return me the string which start with s. Okay, okay. Here we will get the result. Okay, now let's try to understand it. Players.find function, it is going to iterate through, like we are performing this operation on player array. So find function will iterate through player array, and it will iterate one by one to each element, so that we have the element here, access to that element here, and we are asking this find function, like when it is this condition is satisfied, give me the result. So what will happen, whenever, as soon as, means very first time, whenever the very first time the condition is match, it will return you that value, and it will not proceed further. So let's check that. Okay, so okay, the very first function, I mean the very first match it found is Sachin. Okay, okay. Now let's ask this. We have value calf and couple. So now ask it to match the start with K. Okay, give me the result when it start with K. So what will it return? Calf, not couple. That is our expectations. Yeah, successfully it returning the calf. We can um, one thing we can verify this, means how we can verify this, like how, what, till what level the iteration has happened. Does it iterate through that entire element, or it just don't uh, process further when it finds its first match. Okay, so when we are running this function, we have in the documentation, we can see find, we have this functions also, this parameter also, index, sorry, the element and the index, and then the array itself. So what we are going to say, log the index, so we would be able to check, you know, till what point it is running. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, so so calf is located at 0 1 2 3 fourth position. Okay, and the iteration has happened till the fourth index only, not, it does not proceed further, it just get terminated from there. Okay, so that's a proof. Yeah, so that's all about the find function. So two things to remember. One thing is that, so basically main one thing we have to remember is that we have to uh, it will return the first match when it satisfies the condition. And friends, right now for learning purpose we are just using the string. This function, find function is very useful function. Like right now we are just using the string for learning purpose, but in reality when we will be writing the real application or live project or the particular project, we would have actual objects like order object, um, maybe the item object, okay, maybe the employee object, in the e-commerce context. If we talk about, we will have product object. So in that case, uh, this is very useful. We are here, we just use that string function from the string, like, okay, start with k. But in reality we may have like order dot get a payment. If it is not done, then something like that, or order that is not confirmed, or employee uh, reports to this manager, or employee having this department. So someday I will try to create a video with where we will apply these functions on that real type of object. Okay. Okay, so moving further to the next function. Yeah, so these are very what we called bro function means the function is similar, okay, to the find. Okay, so okay, before using those functions, I am going to remove something so that it does not look verbose and a very little code. Okay, and okay, so it looks a bit clean. Okay, now we are going to use the find next function. Sorry, find index function. Sorry. Okay. So basically, there is simple difference. There is my simple difference between the find and find index is that finds gives us the object, the actual element, in the return it gives the particular result, okay, particular item from that uh, index. But this is going to give you just the index. Okay, so we will just get in hand a number, an index, but the find function will give you the actual object residing on that position. Okay, so that's the difference between find and find index. Okay. Mm, and this find and find function is just a read or read only operation from that on that array. There is nothing there is nothing manipulation happening to that array. Okay, so it is safe. The next is find last. Yeah, the same thing is that find last. So in the result we are going to get couple here, not calf. Okay. Guys, the important thing to understand about that, the find function was iterating till the matches it finds. Okay, but find last will perform the iteration to till the end of the array. And I think you already understood the why. The reason is that it has to find the last match, so obviously it will iterate through that to that level, to the end of that. Do you want to see, or do you agree with me? Comment it out. Okay. Okay, just for saving the time purpose. Okay. Okay, moving next. Yeah, the same thing, the find last will give you just the last, oh sorry, last index. Yeah, the same difference, you will get an index. Okay, so I think for this video this much is enough. Okay, in the next video I will try to cover these methods, or I will think about which methods to cover. So maybe this series is going to happen in the 2, 3 or 4 videos. So for till now, stay safe, stay connected, and if you like my videos, please do like and subscribe. Thank you.